Maintaining a good level of humidity, keeping a moist environment for your plants is extremely important, because if you are living in a place which is very dry, you will see that the leaves of your plants, they are going crispy, they are not doing well, the health of the plant is not doing well, and most probably the reason is because inside the house or maybe wherever you have kept your plants, it is very dry. Because inside the house, a lot of times what happens is we are doing cooking and all that, that does contribute in making the house environment dry. So we have to make sure that we follow a few easy steps so that our plants live a good healthy life and we can maintain the correct humidity. The first thing that I want to share is mulching. Mulching, according to me, is very easy and it is not expensive at all, and it is one of the easiest ways to control the humidity. So what you can do is, if you remember when we went to VL Gardens and we shared this tour, the bushes of these rose plants, they had mulching on at the bottom level. So what you can do is you can do the similar thing using dry leaves or straws or coconut husk, anything that is available. Just create a layer of mulch of 2 inches approximately, or maximum 3 inches. What that does is, when you water your plants, what that mulching will do is that mulching will reduce the process, the rate of process of evaporation. The water will not evaporate that easily, so the moisture will be retained, there will be humidity around the plants and they would love it. So that's number one. Second thing I would share, which is possible when you have plants outside your house, not inside, is drip irrigation. If you can install a drip irrigation system in your garden, if it's not very expensive and you feel you can do it, that is one good idea as well, because over there you will not waste a lot of water and it does help in creating proper humidity. Another option is if you are keeping a lot of plants together. Now what that does is, when the water is evaporating from the soil, that does create some moisture which the other plants also enjoy, which are around each other. So keeping a lot of plants together is also a great option. That's why in forest you will see that the humidity level is very high, because a lot of trees and plants are all together. Another option is a humidifier. Now it completely depends on how many humidifiers do you need. In your case, I do have 2, because sometimes when it gets very hot here in Australia in December or January, I do have to use a few humidifiers. So I only need 2 at this stage because of the the way I've kept my plants. So you have to decide how many do you need, because that does help, and you can go for the cheaper ones. There is no need to buy expensive ones, and they don't they do last long. So humidifier is a great option as well. The next thing is creating a pebble tray or a humidity tray. So that's a very easy process. I did show you in my video of peace lily. It's as simple as having a tray, then a few pebbles, putting water in it, and then your pot on it. Just make sure that the pot is not sitting in water, it's just touching the stones and there is a little bit water inside, so that the water evaporates and creates that humidity. That is one good option as well. Another option is to mix COCOCOIR or COCOPEAT in the soil mixture of your plants. But I would only recommend if you believe that you live in a dry place, if you feel that you're living in a very moist place, tropical place where it does rain every often and you have kept your plants outside, then maintain that cautious level of adding the COCOCOIR. I do add a little bit of COCOPEAT, but only for plants like Monstera or philodendrons or ferns, which require extremely moist climate, and I know that sometimes I might struggle to give them that moist climate. So I only add COCOPEAT in their soil. I do not add a lot of COCOPEAT in the soil, in the soil of the flowering plants which are in full sun, because they don't need to be as moist as these indoor plants. Also, if you are struggling to keep your indoor plants moist, you can plant them in bigger pots, because obviously in bigger pots you have more soil. The more soil, the longer the humidity will be there. And if you have planted your indoor plants in small pots, obviously you have to check the humidity every now and then. You have to water every often, which is not as easy when you have those plants in the larger pots, because in the larger pots water will stay for a longer time and you might not have to check every often, and the humidity stays for a long time compared to the smaller pots. And the last point that I would like to share is correct place in the house. So I would never keep a plant under a fan or an air conditioner or near the gas stove, microwave, oven, because these are all dry places where, you know, the atmosphere automatically is dry. But keeping the plants near kitchen sink where there is use of water every now and then is a good option. Or you can keep a lot of plants in bathroom, in your laundry room where you are using, you know, these what do you call the sink water and all that, because where there is constant use of water, like shower, one of those good places, you can keep your indoor plants there. Obviously you have to also make sure that there is light in those places. Like in summer season, I keep all my ferns in my shower place because I know it's very hot out there, but inside it is a good humid place. So you can do that as well, and it's a good way to decorate your house with beautiful plants, and the plants will also be healthy, so you can do that as well. I hope you did enjoy this video. A lot of time, if you're wondering why your plants are going crispy, trust me, one of those core reason is lack of humidity. Do make sure that your plants are getting that humid atmosphere so that they can grow faster, they can thrive, their leaves can shine, and they will have less pest attack as well. With that, I'll take your leave and I'll see you next time in the next video. Bye for now.